I'm beyond confused. I'm beyond confused. I've watched this twice, I think. I'll probably watch it again. I am so befuddled because it feels like I missed something. First of all, welcome back, everyone. It's good to be back. It's good to be doing these videos for you again. I've missed doing these, so I felt compelled to do this one because it didn't make any sense to me then. It don't make no sense now. For those of you who may not know what I'm talking about the Oceangate Titan disaster, where it went down to about 3,800 meters, about 200 meters, 250 meters shy of the Titanic, and it imploded. I honestly cannot wrap my mind around how fast something like that can take place. But we're going to get into it. I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I saw, some of the stuff that completely baffles me about this, and I'm going to get your take. Leave in the comment section. You tell me what you think about this if you saw it. If you haven't seen it, oh my god, you need to go watch this ASAP. I'm going to do this in a manner of speaking that is respectful to all who have perished in this exploration, with the exception of one. The exception of one. For those who are unaware, Stockton Rush is the CEO of Oceangate, or was the CEO of Oceangate. He built a submersible out of carbon fiber, which is a no-no because carbon fiber is nothing but a bunch of strings woven together. Um, it's not like steel or aluminum or any other solid, non-porous type of material, right? With string can separate anywhere. It's like a minefield. You have no idea if you have a problem where those two pieces of string separated at. No idea. And yeah, if you've ever been curious as to what carbon fiber sounds like when it snaps at a depth of 3,800 meters and constant pressure of 6,000 pounds per square inch on every inch of that sub, it sounds like this.
Some kind of objects. Yeah, there's something coming up. Something is coming up to starboard.
Absolutely not, sir. Forget that boat. Okay, forget it. We need to get topside. You hear all that cracking and popping? Sound like Rice Krispies? We gotta go. They still worried about what's about to come out of that port window. Oh, there's a ship right there. Shut your ass. We gotta go. I don't I don't mean I don't mean to poke fun at the situation, right? But this situation was serious, and they didn't take it seriously. They didn't take it seriously. None of them. The only people that I feel bad for are Suleiman and his child, uh, Paul Henri Nargelet. He was there for most of it, and I respect him because he was Mr. Titanic. He knew a lot about what was going on. I cannot fathom for the life of me why he would get back into this submarine or this submersible time and time and time again. I don't understand that. I just don't. I just want to make it known that any one of those pops, anyone, could have been ball game, right? Anyone, and they're still looking for shit. They're still looking for shit. Oh, what's that? Is that it? Is that a Titanic? I cannot believe that. My ears pop at 6 and 12 feet, right? If I go past 20, I'm shitting my pants. And you at crush depth hear all of this noise going on around you, and not one person was like, we gotta go. Not one? Not one. What? How? Sir? Now we get to the part that confused me. The reason that I had to watch this twice and probably will have to watch it a third time. They mentioned that they tested this vessel to 6,000 meters. 6,000. Titanic's at 4, right? So I think the first one, the initial one that they had, um, made it to 6. I cannot be certain. Made it to 6. I heard them talking about it. I don't know how it did at 6. I think maybe it got to 6 and it imploded. All I know is that they made another one, and that came 200 meters shy of the Titanic and imploded. The one they made after that got to 4,000 meters and imploded. None of them passed. Not one of their models passed. They all imploded. And they built this goddamn thing anyway. They built it anyway. What is the purpose of going through your test if you're not gonna listen to what it did? Why have the test at all? These are college educated people who built this thing, and I don't know if they were just afraid. Like, I don't know if they were afraid to speak up, or if they, if they just needed money, or if this was like their first gig and they wanted to be a part of something great. I mean, that could have been it too. Like, I'm not gonna eat their lunch for that, right? But you knew that this wasn't gonna make it. You knew that. It was evidenced by every model that you had that imploded, and you still you still built it. I don't.
What's our pressure, John?
You're at 3,500.
4?
Yeah.
Let's go to 4.
That's a lot of events.
Yeah, you don't want to.
I wanted to play for you the sounds that occurred when Stockton piloted the submersible all by himself for testing, mind you, testing. They were testing it, and he got in it and took it to 3,900 meters. Wait till you see this.
Crack.
No, when I tell you that there ain't no way, there ain't no way. There ain't no way. It sounded like that water was about to let itself in just then. Just then. And he like, oh, that'll get your attention. Bitch, you're about to die. Like, in the worst possible way imaginable. The worst way. Right? This man celebrated after this trip. He celebrated. He went back to the surface and opened a bottle of champagne and treated it like a successful dive. He at any second, just by the grace of God, that he was not, he was.
Hey!
While you are listening to the claps of these educated college folk who know that this is a terrible idea and applaud, they applaud, right? And that's after having heard this.
If your hearing or your acoustic monitoring system is showing you spikes, it's still breaking.
This is where they lose me. I just, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. How do you get innocent people who don't know onto this vessel? How does that occur? How do they not get a warning or anything? Now, there was a gentleman who was part of this build who tried everything. He tried OSHA. He tried talking to the company. He tried talking to Rush. And he was berated. He was treated like trash, and Rush threatened to end his career. I'm having trouble connecting the dots here. You built a model that did not work. It imploded. So you built the real thing, and you hear it cracking on multiple occasions, and he swapped out the hull because it had a crack in it that they found in the hull. It had gotten through the carbon fiber, made it to the hull, and there was a crack in it. And they built the exact same thing again and took it to death. I felt like the Lord's work had been done at that point. He had been trying to tell you time and time again, and that's not even the worst part. Keep in mind, these are scientists, right? These are technicians. These are people who went to college for this type of stuff and know better, right? As a matter of fact, you didn't even need a degree for this part. All you have to do is have common sense. So they used the cracking of the carbon fiber as a warning that they needed to ascend, that there was something wrong and that they needed to ascend. I want you out there to think what it is I'm about to say, because you probably it makes sense to you, right? What I'm about to say, because you already know. You don't know when it's gonna go, right? It could halfway crack and then go. You wouldn't know like that. In less time that it takes for you to have a thought, you're gone, and you got no idea when it's gonna happen, none. And you're trying to use cracking of your vessel as a warning, as if you dropping weights and trying to get back to the surface in a cracking ship makes any sense. College, everyone, college. They went to college, okay? Went to college. Some of them had a master's. Okay, I don't. This is the part that I don't get. How does it? Why? How does this happen? How do you get to this point? There's one final part to this that didn't make much sense to me. It was at the very end of the documentary. Oh, here it is. You listen for yourself.
I have no desire to die, and I'm not going to die. What may easily happen is we will fail. I can come up with 50 reasons why we have to call it off and we fail as a company. I am not dying.
They were charging $250,000 a pop. $250,000 per seat to get on that unproven vessel. $250,000 per seat. And he says that the company may fail, but I won't die. Sir, you're charging $250,000 a ride, per ride, right? The only way the company fails is if you die. That's the only way this happens. I don't. He must have been the dumbest, smartest person I've ever even heard of. None of what he's done made any sense to me, right? And I had to check myself. I'm like, am I messed up? Am I messed up? I had to check myself. Am I stupid? Or does all of this shit sound dumb? I don't know, man. I feel so bad for those people and their families. And I don't feel sorry for him, not one bit. Not one bit. Not one bit. He let his own personal delusion of grandeur take the lives of people who had no idea what they were walking into, and a little boy or a teenage boy who had his entire life ahead of him. So I don't mourn Rush, not one bit. But you know, I mean, that's it for me, man. So it's a shame. Hopefully this doesn't happen again. And I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You enjoy the content. I love y'all. And keep rocking with us. We do a live show every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 o'clock. Tuesdays from 8 to 9. Thursdays from 8 to 10. And we talk about news. We talk about all things movies, show related. So come hang out with us. Love y'all. Holla.